Hey guys, my name is Shaaanelle with the 3A's here on YouTube, 1A in real life, and welcome back to my channel. Tonight we are making ground beef bulgogi for dinner. So the first thing that I'm using is 2/3 cups of soy sauce. I thought I had enough soy sauce for the recipe, and it turns out that I did not. But luckily, I found some packages from the Chinese restaurant coming through to save the day, and it actually came out to just enough, like just as much as I needed. So don't be sleeping on saving your packages from these fast food restaurants because they can come in handy one day, you know, when you need it, when you least expect that you need them. So save your packages. The next few necessary ingredients are crushed red pepper. I'm using half a teaspoon. You can use a little bit more if you like. Then I'm going to take 1 tablespoon of brown sugar. You can use light brown sugar or dark brown sugar. That's up to you. It's same thing to me. Then I'm going to take some garlic. So I have 4 cloves and I just minced them up and added it to my sauce. By the way, this is a sauce that goes in at the end. Then you need 1 teaspoon of ginger. You can use fresh ginger if you have it, and shred it up or whatever. But I don't have it, so I used ground. And then I have some cornstarch. We're using 1 teaspoon of cornstarch. So now that we've got our sauce to the side, I'm going to use some vegetables. So I don't typically put bell pepper in this, but because of quarantine, I ended up freezing some bell pepper and onion. That way I wouldn't have to go out to the store to get it for meals whenever I ran out of it fresh. You know what I mean? So I ended up having some bell pepper and onion saved. Like I said, I wouldn't normally use it for this recipe, but because I had it, I used it. I also used up some red bell pepper that I had, and then I'm chopping up some baby carrots here, as you can see. Baby carrots I would put in this. So normally I would just have onion and baby carrots, but like I said, I had some bell pepper for the quarantine situation. Anyway, I'm rinsing out my rice here, just rinsing it until it's about clear, and then I'm going to put this in my rice cooker with some salt and some butter. You don't have to use a rice cooker. I'm just using a rice cooker because it's easier for me to cook my rice that way. It's faster, and then I don't have to worry about it while I'm messing with my other food. So I just like to put a little bit of salt into my rice. I know it looked like I'm putting a lot, but I promise you I did not put that much. And then adding some butter, and I just kind of stick it down in there and let it cook. Y'all see my struggle, right? Y'all see this baby on my leg. She do this all the time when I'm cooking. She won't let me cook in peace. So I'm just adding some olive oil to a pan, and I'm gonna let this heat up, and I'm gonna get my bell peppers, onion, and carrots going and cooking so that they can saute down. Now we're getting to our meat. So I push all the vegetables to the outside so that I can add the meat. I am using ground sirloin. You can use ground beef, chuck, whatever you got. I just like to use ground sirloin because the original recipe, usually you use thin sliced sirloin for it. So I'm using ground sirloin here. I have about almost 2 pounds. It was 1.8 pounds of in the package. To season it, I am using onion powder, nature seasoning, adobo, and garlic powder. All of these seasonings are my faves. They're delicious. So I'm using them to season up my meat. I don't need to add any salt or pepper or anything like that because the nature seasoning has that. But I'm just going to brown my meat, let it get cooked all together with the vegetables. And then once it's cooked, I go ahead and I add the sauce. This is the sauce that we made a minute ago. It doesn't take long for your meat to cook, so you'll really just throw the sauce in as soon as it's done and let it, you know, do its thing. Let it cook down. I like to separate some for the kids because I like to make mine and my husband's a little bit spicier. So I take some of it out of the pan, and I add sriracha, and I add this garlic chili sauce. And these really set it off, you guys. Like, I really suggest making yours a little bit spicier because it comes out really, really good. So I cook it down a little bit further, and then I go ahead and serve it over some rice with some green onion. So the green onion really just makes it real fresh and delicious. So I like to add the green onion. And that's it. It was fast, huh? I know. It's the fastest dinner you ever make, and it's so bomb. Try it out, and I'll see you in the next one.